Alright, no problem. I'll give you comfortable. Yes, we have.
Raising the time.
Oh, you remember that one?
I think you remember me.
Yes, I remember you.
Thank
Oh, dangerous.
Thank you.
I'm very glad that you remember.
Yeah, they had met me, they had met the minister, the minister had called me.
So, is it the same matter you're talking about? Exactly the same matter. That's all.
So, I had actually called the concerned joint commissioner. In fact, they had allegation against the joint commissioner. So the person I called was the replacement, the new person. Am I right?
Yeah.
So the new person came, explained to me the facts, and basically now I'm getting. Basically, that the government is getting at last, and whatever Khata that is doing, and this is a taking fault. There is a creation of Khata. Don't take the money. So this is the unless don't issue that certificate. That's what I thought.
Now, can I tell you the newer version? So that it's easier. Okay. I think you met this gentleman in probably May of this year.
About before letter.
Because there's one letter there.
During the March.
Okay. March. May of this year.
Okay. Yeah.
After this gentleman came, that is Mr. Ramachandran, who is the current Joint Commissioner of Assam. Okay. They have been misled by one gentleman called Vedamurthy, who was the additional commissioner in Rajarajeshwar. Whenever we went and checked, give us Khatas according to the rules, he would quote this KAT system, which is running since 2001. Okay. Then there is a later ruling in 2005 from the Civil Court, that's called 2365 judgment, which clearly says that everything is legal with that land, therefore Khatas must be issued. And there are mentioned in great detail that the Commission has done, evaluated, surveyed, etc., etc., etc. In another fiscal case of the case, the aware of it,
The court was aware of that section also. Section and another one 93 about regarding conversion.
and then what happened? BBMP filed a case in High Court, RFA, in 2006 against this 2005 order. They lost it. Then the Law Department of Karnataka government wrote a letter, and they wanted to go to Supreme Court. The Law Department said there is no need to go to Supreme Court. Till judgment holds. Please enforce.
Comply with the court order.
Comply with the court order.
They sent the letter. Communication is all details are I conclude.
No problem. Let me just finish so that because give me one more minute, I'll finish the story. Then what happened? When we went to Mr. Vedamurthy, saying all this, he said there is a Supreme Court, SLT that he has filed in Supreme Court. Lokayukta no Kagdapati, dereliction of duty against Vedamurthy. Mr. Santosh Hegde looked at it, studied it for 3 months. He sent a notification that 2365 judgment is enforceable. Please enforce it immediately. He wrote a letter on BBMP letterhead. I have filed an SLT, 31578. We went and checked it. That is something else. Correct.
That's the combination of
Correct. Hyderabad. ಮತ್ತೆ ತಪ್ಪು ಅಂತ ಕಾಗದ ಬರಲ್ಲ. He said, I am very sorry, I spoke to my advocate. The number is 33578. That is somewhere in Haryana.
It's also
Twice. Then they summoned him on May 7th. He got himself transferred on May 6th. That is how he ended up meeting Ramchandra. Now I'll tell you one more interesting story. After he was found out that he had died on SLP, he actually filed an SLP without anybody's knowledge in February of this year. It came to hearing, I got that ruling here for you. It came to hearing on 16th of April and they lost it. BBMP lost it, which again said 2355 is implementable. He did not mention this to anybody. He kept it in his drawer. Then what happened? On July 12th, 100 of us, we took a petition and filed a dharna in Rajarajeshwar Nagar in front of this new man. Because he had gone to Santosh Hegde, please implement. He agreed in front of us with the press. Oh, in one ವಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಗೃಹ ಪ್ರವೇಶ ಕೂಟಕ್ಕೆ ಕರೀರಿ. We were all very happy. ಇಷ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹುಡುಗ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ ನಮಗೆ. ನಿಜವಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನು all of us are standing and he's beautiful ನಾಟಕ. What he did, on 15th and 16th, he gave about 70 or 80 khatas to people who had paid 1 lakh through the Resident Welfare Association. We 120, we said we are not going to pay nobody. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ 15ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು 14ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ರಾತ್ರಿ ಖಾತಾ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ. 19ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ 120 people we stood in line and we submitted our application because Santosh Hegde said please give it like that. 19ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ನಾವು ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ 5 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಲೆಟರ್ ಬಂತು MLA ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಖಾತಾ. ದೆನ್ ಈ ಶೋಡ್ ಇಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್ ಈ ತರ ಕಾಗ್ದ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು MLA ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ MLAಗೂ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಸಂಬಂಧ? ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಖಾತಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಧರ್ಮ. ಸರ್ ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ತರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? I said I don't care. So we went to Lokayukta and filed a case against MLA. Then I went to Mr. Siddhaya, BBMP Commissioner on July 31st. And I said, look, this is the kind of game people are playing. He picked up the phone. He used the nastiest language that I have heard from a bureaucrat. I have no idea. I had never heard somebody scream at him. Police station got raid ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ? I couldn't believe that was the language he was using. ಹೋಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. We believed him. So we went back. He did a pause. ಇವರಿಬ್ರು ಖಾತಾ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ. ಯಾಕೆ ಇವರು ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತ ಕೇಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು. ಇವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮನೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು.
Without taking any fee, even that ಖಾತಾ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಅವ್ರ ಜೋಬಿಂದ ದುಡ್ಡು ಹಾಕಿ ಖಾತಾ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಅದನ್ನ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಬಂದ್ರು ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತಗೆ. ಇವರಿಬ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಮಿಕ್ಕವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಫೈಲ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವರಿಬ್ರು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. Because one thing we have decided is all 120 will go together and collect. That collectiveness we have today. ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 20 ಜನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು
ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನು. Then we said why not only 120? Then he said, ಸರ್ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾರೋ ಒಂದು ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ 1 ಎಕರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಿಲ್ಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ. Which we know is a forged document because that has been published long time ago. Last year ಅದು forged ಅಂತ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವ ಲೆಟರ್ ತಗೊಂಬಲ್ಲ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಅದು ಯಾರ ಅಂತ. So all these letters, MLA, this, everything started popping up inside. Then we again did a Gandhigiri in front of Siddhaya. 125 ಜನ ಹೋದ್ವಿ with all the press. I don't know whether you saw it. So we called ourselves Satchidananda Nyayapara Andolana. We explained to him. Of course he held it beautifully. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು, ಖಂಡಿತ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, 48 hours ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಫೈನ್.
ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಫಿಯಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
I'm sure that they should talk so that they understand. So we submitted I can send you a copy. I think I have sent you copies of that time. Basically, we gave a memorandum saying, though there are orders from Supreme Court, this gentleman who is a revenue officer, lowest level ARO, he is making decisions. So we said this is what do you call it? Indiscipline. So we said, please remove the guy, issue a partner. And we actually signed. all of us kind of gave it to us. Because in the note sheet, we have even got the note sheet from Vajrayana Shanaka. ಅದು ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಧನ ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೆದು ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಪತ್ರ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಖಾತಾ ಕೊಡುವುದು ಇದು ಒಪ್ಪಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾರು ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರ ಆನ್ ಯಾವ ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ 40 years time, because 50 had to issue kata to those people who gave 1 lakh rupees each.
And we submitted the application, we submitted memorandum jointly, then he issued kata to those people.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸರ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ 74 ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ. 74 ಇದೆಯಾ ಒಪ್ಪಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳೋ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬೇಕು. I took the ARO in front of the commissioner and he signed it. Again, clarified to ARO to give us.
Register and transfer katas of those who had in the PNC. And the first order.
ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು RTI ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೀತಾರೆ 2355 ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಖಾತಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್
ಅಂಡ್ ಇದಿಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಟ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. 2355 ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಖಾತಾ ಕೊಡಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಒಂದನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯೋ ಕಾಗದನೇ ಬೇರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೇ ಬೇರೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದೇ ಬೇರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. And what is happening now is the latest note, so that you know, we met today on 16. 48 hours later, all of us were there. Few of us, not all the 100. We were there on Saturday evening to ask what happened. Finally, on his death, he was not there in the office. Niranjan was the special commissioner. He said, we have given the final result. Please wait for the decision. They have waited now more than 9 days. Nobody has called, no decision. That's the reason I'm here. To see who should we go to when a whole bunch of bureaucrats, with due respect to bureaucrats, please, I don't want you to consider that as a bad connotation, please, in any which way. I know a lot of bureaucrats that are sincere and well-meaning. ನಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಆಟ ಆಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರ. July 12th ಇಂದ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ತನಕ, September 27th. How do we handle this, right? And who will take a decision that Supreme Court order needs to be made? Without, to use the wrong word, the right word, what happens is they fool the officers up there. Bharat Lal Meena got fooled by Vedamurthy just like this, by the way. Exactly like this. Because, case ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, 610 ಅಂತ, government land ಅಂತ, So,
case clean ಆಗಿ on merits and on delays ಆಗ್ತಂತದ್ದು ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ RFK ಅದರ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗಿರೋ RFK.
ಇದು ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಶಾಂತ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು. And I told Mr. Sidaya, I said, you call those officers, you call us. We will present to you exactly the legal thing that we think we understand. PowerPoint we have. We have a 198 PowerPoint, which I have shown to all the 120 people, convince them that we are legally eligible for what we have. And I have studied the law to be here. These two gentlemen have studied it and have studied it very well. We know every word, what it says. So, and we don't want to do anything illegal. That is for sure.
I will speak to them. And I will also put the file to the PA to Mr. Suresh Kumar to the note. And so that we can issue if necessary. It is not being done. We issue formal direction of government.
My question to you, just so that I understand government. If there is a court order, yesterday I am scheduled for your chief secretary, right? There are too many contempts of court by Adam. Court orders will follow market. It doesn't need any legislative body to approve. Hada, ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಬಾಡಿ.
And when there is very clear judgment.
Clear judgment. And I'm not asking for anything more. Just a pound of.
Change the table table. That's who is the next table.
ಬಹಳ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ
But somebody has to hold the bull by the horn of law. Because this
leadership is also.
but this hopelessness cannot take us further in our country. I'm sorry. This cannot be hopeless, you know. This is the argument I had only about 2 days ago. I said, tell me how do I handle, you know, I can do Gandhi, I can do Satyagraha, I can do all this, but it seems of no avail. And nobody wants to stick their neck out. They all hide behind some statement.
Eventually, you know, it's look at the bag, it's who has the greater stamina.
I think we have these guys have support for 15 months and I have done support.
Only a Jana party, only French party, Indian party, that is the way.
ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಗೆಲೆಟಿನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದ್ದು ಗೆಲೆಟಿನ್ ಒಂದು
Only people have to defend themselves. Only type of survey.
Hopefully, our RTI will be more and more powerful. So that people cannot hide behind.
But one day RTI ಹೇಳಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಡೇಟಾ ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಇನ್ DBM ಫಾರ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 2 hours. They only give partial data. ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರೀರಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. They know the trick. See, I'm doing a lot of work in villages to bring Paradashika Panchayati. So I look at it at the lowest level, how do we bring Paradashika?
So what is your opinion on this? What you are so far? But what is your actual your performance?
Hello? Right. Okay. So, I'll speak to you, but I will also understand on the
Is it right?
if we have to give a legally binding direction to them. If it is a legally binding direction.
Why, my question, will it get lost again in bureaucratic ladder? Which I don't want.
So,
That I can say.
because the process of issuing katas was stopped just after letter came from MLA.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರು.
And that man belongs to the same party which is in power.
There is a pressure from there or whether you do something mediation, I don't know.
When the court order is there, what is the problem in implementing it?
Executing so many things, but he is something to get out of the cloud.
So that is it. You see,
You don't have executive power.
no, I can't say. The Prime Minister or CM or CM. If they were to issue a direction, the head of this department and the secretary. Government is defined by the Minister of Staff.
What about today?
Not directly connected to people. So because he knows the fact that you also I will start it.
And there is the decision by the government itself to comply with the court order in 2008 itself. The copy we have submitted it with your application to you. ಈ ಫೈಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. Now you already given. Yeah, we can leave it. No problem. ಅದಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ yeah. And then with that file, all those copies are there.
Including the
We will clear it. ನನ್ನ ಕಾಪಿ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. I will give. Yes, sir, I will give. ಏನೋ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Okay, my
Yes, class is there?
It is. No, I read it.
Now, my question to you, if you don't mind, is if the BBMP commissioner had the authority to give an order to the ARO to issue CASAs, which he has done, and based on that they have issued, why can't they continue to issue based on the same order? Or you give them direction based on the same 2355 judgment that please issue for CASA. What is wrong with that? Because the order exists. There is no need for
No, you're right, I can do that.
Yeah.
But then again, if it is not obeyed,
Correct.
I will have to go back to the original thing of.
Why would they not obey? This is a fundamental question I have. Why would they not obey, and what authority do you have to, in my company, I don't have authority, unfortunately, okay? If somebody disobeys, either I'll ask him to correct himself or leave.
Right, Martin is nobody leaves one more.
No, so what?
And you say, yes, what action we take? At the end of the year, when ACR comes up for writing, right here.
Astena. Nothing more than that.
Very little less.
Then why would you?
Otherwise, I would spend lots of energy and time calling electrification, charge sheet. Our charge sheet is also for electors. The is properly written, and if it is challenged in court, go to court.
Okay. Now I understand.
Yeah.
And therefore,
it is the route I see
yeah.
is cleaner and faster. Is what I said.
So that means the guys below, like say Mr. Assistant Revenue Officer, has no fear of authority, is it?
No, because he's posted there as a candidate of the local MLA.
Okay.
He reports to the MLA for all practical purposes. There is no hierarchy in government.
I see.
When Lobe came and joined, he gets beaten. No, I'm being honest.
Okay.
When Lobe came, I had a meeting with officers. Public don't post me on.
Okay.
He said, officers should be responsible for the corruption of otherwise in their offices. He said, yes, that is possible. If the officers are responsible for the officers in their offices, if you post everybody from some other thing, and you can now control them, it's not possible. There is no engineer in BBMP, there is no revenue officer in BBMP who is not there on insurance.
I see. And what's the way out of this, whatever, point five? Forget Dr. They have to put the tiger, to be very fair with you.
Even the Supreme Court, they said that you have a posting and, at the core, for posting and transfer, you have an independent body. So that link between the legislature, executive, is not a what do you call it? Not a
That's a long way.
the secretary was in the police department is already. Hello? 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 Hi. There. Some people mentioned the other day that some Gandhigiri on some khatas in Raja Rajeshwari Nagar. What was it? Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. They are no retail numbers. Okay. When that is true, in the last 3-4 months, some 30-40 khatas have been made. Okay. So, this is what I was told. That an assistant commissioner has a passed order resuming this national government under section 39A and B of the national government. But that is not answered in any of the courts.
That's answered. Actually,
This is exactly the argument I have been using for the last 5 years. It's exactly what Vedamurthy did. He lost, then he lied that he went to Supreme Court, and he has been.
No, he is aware of the Supreme Court case. He told me that. That's what he does. He mentioned.
That's what I'm saying.
And totally correct was for delay and yeah. So he says he's writing to
But the problem, what I'm saying is,
well, let him write. Once it comes here, he will be then they're going to write to government asking what to be done.
actually, AC in 1991 has inquired about all these things for about 4 to 5 years regarding 79 of LR Act and dropped the proceeding saying that it is illegal.
correct.
And then after 10 years, he revoked.
After 10 years, case is revoked.
But it's,
And that order was stayed immediately by the High Court, and that stay order is still there.
every 10 years they have
So it is still pending court.
Yeah.
It is KAG because no government lawyer goes to the court. So it is still pending. That's what I was saying. But it's still the bunch.
but the stay order
2005 only.
That is not at all in operation.
that's High Court stay is a 40 years. It's for the day.
And both High Court and CAC is pending.
Yes.
Yeah.
High Court
What
ಅಲ್ಲಿ
is Civil Court and
High Court-
Supreme Court?
ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಖಾತ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಖಾತ ಕೊಡಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಲೇಔಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಡನ್ ಅಂತ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಖಾತ ಕೊಡಿ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಪತ್ರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ 610 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಇದು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಫೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಔಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇವನ್ ಎನ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಇದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ 5 years ಬೈ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮನಿ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ 74,000 when this is all in process. 220,000 are there, I tell you. You are not stop, please. Don't mind, I will use the right language. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವಾಗ 15ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು 14ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಖಾತೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಸಿದ್ದಯ್ಯನವರು 79 19 MLA ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ 79 75 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ 79 ಬರೀ ಸುಳ್ಳು.
ಆ ಎಸಿನೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಕಳ್ಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ 79 ಇದೆ ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಓನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ 2001 itself when he passed that order. ಸ್ಟೇ ಆಗಿರುವಾಗ he should not have moved anything ಅದು ಬರೀಲೇಬಾರದಾಗಿತ್ತು. It is contempt. Still he is writing to the BJP, but it is not under his jurisdiction.
This is right now no difference in he did the same mistake is going to Vedamurthy. This gentleman is doing exactly the same story.
Anyway, he says he is writing to government and doesn't write to government.
Well, I think it's a waste of time for me. But between you and me, it is a waste of time. How come, why is it that I am penalized and made to wait? Because these guys are already made me run around for 3 months. Whereas,
But what is the government?
somebody has to sit there and say, no problem. Can I ask you, based on Supreme Court ruling that you have seen, that you passed an order where I have given the Pramana Patra already, that is fixed and for some reason, just say,
We haven't given you a copy of what is the argument.
yes, I will.
If you don't have a copy of the report.
What I will do, I'll give you a whole copy of that.
If you have an extra copy, yes, give it away.
ಇದರದ್ದು ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ
ಇದು ಬೇರೆ ಇದೆ, ಕಾಪಿ ಇದೆ.
I'll take it to receive it.
Yeah.
ಫುಲ್ ಕಾಪಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಫುಲ್ ಕಾಪಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮನವಿ and
Yeah, please ask for the next copy. One copy. 11 points.
Court order.
Because this one kind of legally tells you the position. Because we have made this
your deep,
other than actually I have sent you by email. Kausalya has all that, by the way. So,
Yeah.
correct. She has all that. I sent you that also. Basically what I see is, it is moving up very slowly, up and up and up, and we see no light. Those of us who are not willing to bend the rules.
Stamina.
I want to show him what 2002. I just show you one thing.
It is very interesting. So it,
I want you to see.
ಅವರ ತಂದೆಗೆ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ 2002
ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಅನ್ಸ್ತದೆ ಈಗ ಈ ಬರೋದು ಬೇಗ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಳ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ ಬೇಗ ನಾವು
ಅಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕಾ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ
ಸುರೇಶ್
ಸುರೇಶ್
I'll be sending the file.
ಸುರೇಶ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಟೂರಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ
So he knows because of everything is done 100%.
himself asked you to be the genuine ಹೌದು ಹೌದು
I just wanted to say, in 2005 I was in the country. My father had signed some contract. Okay, with my non-resident. 2007. Okay, and somebody that's a 280 BPS. They make money to Palaya. Maybe ಯಾರು ಅವರೇನಾದ್ರು ಬರ್ಕೊಟ್ರು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. Then you look at what they are. This is my father's handwriting from 2002. ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ಟಾಪ್ ರೇಟ್
In 2002 itself.
ಇಂದ ಆಚಾರ ಈಗ ಒಂದೇ ರೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಡು ವಿ ಡು?
ವಾಸ್ತವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಏನು ಅವ್ರು ಕೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ 2001 AC ಆರ್ಡರ್ ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. Nothing else.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ
ಮಾತಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ
ಎಮ್ಎಲ್ಎ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್.
For the 2020 selected from out of 18, just that.
I tell you all this thing. They called all the resident welfare association people. And they took a video. All those people who are willing to pay price, raise your hand. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ MLA ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So that he felt comfortable that people democratically have agreed to pay price. ಇನ್ನೇನು agree ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? I wish I can find that video. I was in that meeting, I didn't raise my hand. That's the only thing. How, as a reasonably educated citizen, we need to go through this kind of agony for 8 years at least, as far as I know. I came back in 2001.
ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡೋದು ನೀವು ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟದ್ದು 79 unnecessary change in the whole of that we are taking away completely later that educated people. And what is the CGP software? Why is the unnecessary revenue for documents? That they are not on these people are not on the ODP. Why is ODP created in their own property? That's not a revenue. That people can be educated. These people doesn't know this, so I have to educate all the people. Let them fight. ಅದೇ ಜನಕ್ರಾಂತಿ ಮಾಡೋದು. That's only thing.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಕಟಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅಂಡರ್ BBMP ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್, ಅವಾಗ ಗಜೆಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಏರಿಯಾವನ್ನು ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಹಿಯರ್.
ಈ ವಿಷಯಗಳು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ODP ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ನೋ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್. ವೈ ಇಸ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಒನ್ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಔಟ್. ನಿಮಗೇನು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಹೇಳಿ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅದು ಫೋಟೋಕಾಪಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ you will find instead of going a lot of bundles of what is ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿನೇ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ.
ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾವನೆ ನಡೆದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾಟ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು
Today our new government is very thin in India. So our meeting him, 100 people taking the day off and meeting him, zero effect.
What final thing?
It's major achievement. I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind. First time I'm going through this whole process. So for me everything looks abnormally wrong. Because I have not gone to office, believe it or not, in probably 3 months. I have not gone to my work in the last 3 months. Since morning, 10 o'clock I arrived at Lokaitha. Between 12:30 and 2:25, I was in BBMP. I'm not here. I'm not going to work. Like, that's 3 months. I'm trying to see really what it takes to make our system, make it happen. I'm very serious about this because I have decided. Till it closes, I will not go to work. And so, this gentleman has not gone to work today, so has he. And ಇದನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರ ಹತ್ರ, ಸಿದ್ದಯ್ಯನ ಹತ್ರ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಹೀಗೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾನವೀಯತೆ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. Honestly, I asked a question to him like that. Next time, I go to Rajarajeswara, BBMP is about half a kilometer from my house. I go there. I go and meet the clerk, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಕಾಫಿ ಕುಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ನಾನು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ, ನಾ ಇಷ್ಟನೇ ಬರ್ತೀನಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾರು ಅನ್ಸತ್ತಾ ಸರ್, ಏನ್ ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ದೊಡ್ಡ ದುಡ್ಡು ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಎ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Because the reason Siddhaya is giving is totally wrong. Now, how do I convince him? Because he will depend on the lower fellows, and the lower fellows have given the same reason to all, whether Subramania or Ratlavina. The same reasons for the last 3 years. So there is no difference. But when it was convenient, they coolly started issuing the khatas.
They make use of orders, court orders, Lokaitha directions
To issue the khatas.
to khatas for those people who feel they are convenient. ತಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದವರಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಹೊರಗೆ ಖಾತಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ on what basis did you give? ಇದೇನು ತೊಗೊಳಕ್ ರಾಜ್ಯನ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳು ಒಂದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್. ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, I'm sure we are a Republic of India, not a banana Republic of India. Sorry. Please, you don't mind my language. I'm extremely sorry. I can only talk to you like this because I think you understand. I cannot talk like this.
On the basis of court order, they gave, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೇಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಣ ತಗೊಂಡದ್ದು ಬೇರೆ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದೇರ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ಹೇಗೆ ರಿವೋಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ?
ಹೇಗೆ ರಿವೋಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ? ನಮ್ಗೂ ಅದೇ ರೂಲ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮಗೂ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ರಿವೋಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ರಿವೋಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಹಂಗೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಮನೆ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ತೇನೆ. I have no problem. How can they revoke after they have issued? This cannot be a banana republic. There is only one set of rules, that no discrimination.
10 ದಿವಸ 15 ದಿವಸ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳು ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಅವ್ರವ್ರದ್ದೇ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ,
Not the banana, they completely getting that.
ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರೇನಾದ್ರು ಆ ತರ ರಿವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಅಶಾಂತಿ, ಅನ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಪ ದುಡ್ಡು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ
ಮೋದ ದುಡ್ಡು ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ,
ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
But let me tell you one thing, so that you know, those 100 people literally came and touched my feet. I'm not joking. Because I was going this way, and they said, Shankar Prasad, ನೀವು ಈ ತರ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೂ ಖಾತಾ ಸಿಗದೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಹೇ ಲುಕ್, ನೀವು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಖಾತಾ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನನ್ನ ಪಾಡಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ನನಗೂ ಖಾತಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡೋ. ಇವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ರಿವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬಿಲೀವ್ those 100 people will be at my door. Because they think I am the cause, or we three, not me, Shankar Prasad. We three are the cause of them getting removed. ಇವಾಗ now it's a reverse.
ನಾವು ಲೀಗಲ್ ಫೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮುಳುವಾಯಿತು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತಾರೆ ಈಗ. And having that legal order, in spite of this legal order, if their khatas are withdrawn,
we have created such a problem.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ,
ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ ಇರಬೇಕು?
Siddhaya is a president nominated IAS officer alone. I mean, I'm sure he is a very clear fellow.
I am appointed president of the
So, what I'm saying, when an IAS officer cannot follow a rule that is given and the court order that is given to him, and he changes his mind every other day, it is beyond banana.
It is how you forward, you simply forward, or you are giving stuff, you can forward one. Election case is positively just positively for that.
Is it possible for us to get a copy of what he has written about either the revoke or the government order he has given? Because he has not given us anything. He has not even courtesy demands as a professional that when he is an IAS officer and I go and visit him, that he must either inform me or write me a letter. For 120 of us to go and stand there for a whole day in the sun, the least I expect is for him to write a letter. He has not.
one communication.
One communication.
This is
ಬಟ್ 10 ದಿವಸ ಆಯ್ತು, 10 ದಿವಸ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್, ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಫೋನ್ ತಗೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜ ಸಂಬಡಿ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಸರ್, ಆ ಮೀಟಿಂಗು ಈ ಮೀಟಿಂಗು ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟು ಬರ್ರಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಮೀ 5 minutes of appointment to go and see him. And he doesn't pick up the phone, neither is there a communication. How do we handle? Yes, ನಕ್ಸಲಿಸಮ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, illegal.
ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ.
I don't want to go to court. They told me today contempt of court at the Supreme Court.
ಆಯ್ತು, ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರು.
Why is that? But I waste my time going.
There are about 500 contempt of court cases against BBMP already. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಪಾಲಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನು one more ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then how we have
contempt of court? There is a court order follow. My Santosh Shetty tells me I actually was horrified. In the morning today, 10:30, he said file a contempt of court Supreme Court. I said I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to hire a lawyer in Delhi and go for contempt of court. Because that will only prolong the agony.
ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 3 ಸಲ ಇದು ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ತನಿಖೆಗಳಾಗಿ ವಿಚಾರಣೆಗಳಾಗಿ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. 1991 ಅಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು.
ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವು ಪಾಲನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ರೆವಿನ್ಯೂ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ರೆವಿನ್ಯೂ ನಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ರೆವಿನ್ಯೂ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ ಕೇಸ್ 55 ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಅದು ಒನ್ನೆಸ್ಲಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ 79 ಈಗ ಓಡಿಪಿ ಸಿಡಿಪಿ
ಓಡಿಪಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಿಡಿಪಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಏರಿಯಾ ಇಂಥ ಉದ್ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಬಳಕೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅದೇ ಉದ್ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಬಳಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ನೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ರೂಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ.
that we will take up further. That we are already taken up. We are taken up. That's already by the case, then we will over that we are thinking of. And we would public also this.
What is the use double rules in a same area? How?
Yeah. It has been overtaken by your aspect of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is the Karnataka town and country.
Yes.
Yeah.
And once this act will come into operation, that should automatically have face value.
Yeah.
Not face value, it should have automatically have been repealed.
Yeah.
Just this act was passed.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't done at that time and error over 5%. But it should have been done since then.
And they are misusing it. Particularly, they are misusing that act.
One question on that. See, first time when Mr. Ramchandra came in front of Lokaika, he said 2355 ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಎಂದಿಗೂ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. So we even got them a seal. ನಾವೇ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ 105 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟ. Based on 2355 judgment, I will give you the khata. Without ಕೊಡಿ. And we have given you a ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಪತ್ರ. That whenever it is proven that it is government land, no khata.
ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. It's nothing.
Okay. So can you pass a judgment that put that seal, give the khata to everybody? When it happens, Chittayala didn't get to go. Whatever the action has to be done, we will take that. Okay. All you do is you say,
But even their own statement,
of course, yeah.
why don't you look at this
ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತ
ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸಮನ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್
That's what we already request today. But he is busy morning on.
he is gone for 10 more days.
He wanted to go to details. That's why he will go for content.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಅವರು 100% ಹೋಗುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ.
I learned in court of legal people. Supreme Court will 10 lakhs.
Yeah. ಅವು
See, BBP has used my money and gone to the Supreme Court. Correct. ಇಬ್ರು ಲಾಯರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೊಡ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. I'm sorry to put it that way. Correct. It's my own money they have spent and gone and
and against us only.
against us. My money against me and they have gone. So ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಹೇಳಿ? You tell us what to do.
And as I said, I will be there. You should pay again.
Okay.
And if they get the report very quickly, you tell him whatever is there and what he is doing. If he wants capture the message from government, then and get the paper.
Okay.
And they are put it up.
Okay. Let me answer. Bottom line. Can I get my khata or not? Yes. I see.
If I was in control of the situation, I would have said yes or no. But I'm not in control of it.
But our request,
Though the Supreme Court is with you, issue khatas andre, you cannot today tell us that you can issue khatas. And that is because
That is because I am the secretary to the minister, and the minister is authority to take the decision under the rules of
if the BPMP Commission has taken it,
If that question you ask the BDMP commissioner, he should say yes or no because he has the authority to say yes. I don't have the authority either on behalf of BDMP
I see.
or on behalf of government.
No, I'm just trying to understand. I'm not questioning you.
No, I understand. He is the person who, Khata and BDMP matter, he is the head of BDMP, so he has the authority to say yes or no to there.
Okay.
I'm doing it or not. If he is not doing it, then he comes to me, by notice that I can only put it up to the decision maker in this department, who are the rules of the minister, who in my case is the chief minister, and I can put it up to them. I cannot say what deputy minister.
Okay, I will also tell you a rumor from Mr. Yarwo. Sir, the Chief Minister Kaivada is there. Okay, that's a problem. I'm sorry, sir. I'm trying to tell you very bluntly. So I said, paper, paper ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕೈವಾಡ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡಲಿ
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದ
ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು yes or no, I cannot say.
You cannot say.
I don't have any idea. But this is definitely aware of the situation, aware of the fact that what he does does not do is backed by the whole state. And he will not take a decision. He won't take a lot of wrong decisions.
Or will he just postpone the agony, saying, give me 3 more months and also after that?
I can't say. But honestly, I would love to say yes. I can solve all your problems and please go home happy and all that. I can't say. I'm being honest.
No, that's fine. That's okay. At least
So I can't say equality government.
I say.
But on your behalf, we can issue the questions are reminded to.
Does it matter if we go and see him after you?
If it is not done in reasonable point of time, I would suggest show see. Nothing wrong. Because he is
What is the reason? The reason I'm bringing this up is on Monday. Those 150 people who are with us, who they are seriously, they really believe that we are going to achieve something. Because I have to face that.
I do hope so. I do hope it will be achieved.
Either way, they want to know, ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂಥರ ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ.
Because on the other side, they're collecting, putting it together now 1 lakh.
Exactly. You see, ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡದೆ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ ಶಂಕರ್ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ನಂಬ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ ದೈನಮ್ಮ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. So,
and
the dynamics of public life.
ನೀವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಒಡಿಪಿ ಸಿಡಿಪಿದನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಹಿಂಡ್ರನ್ಸ್.
Personally, I think it is not so relevant in this case. Because it's a
Relevant.
much bigger matter.
No, they are using
The
it,
government is aware and they have not done anything about it.
but they are using the same instrument. Yeah.
The fact that the KTV cases stays, the fact that Khatas have been given, the fact that it is not Supreme Court, all that is there. So that becomes into the realm of more of philosophy. Something to be discussed, not to get around. These are not facts. This case by case, the way they would be, I thought it was taken to the Supreme Court, only Khatas have been made.
Yeah.
Those are facts.
Yeah.
On this one, facts is not given these government of all that is there. Those are on that basis that's more than adequate.
okay.
Another question. The personal integration or
Yes.
regarding your business with your believing in facts and other things.
I will. You can take. Yes, you can.
Oh, Ranga.
Prasad aware of it because we could have
I know. Your associate has come to me from Prasad office also. So when it goes to this selection, then he will take 1 or 2 days. So we will
true testimony.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
I wish I could have given you better.
Thank you very much. Thanks for
And please, what you decide at the time, you do not
Yeah.
outside.
Okay.
I request them to definitely we are not okay.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that.
Nothing about Okay. But this is just the mobile. Mobile.
Whatever number you think.
That's it.
That's all. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. I got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
ನಮಗೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವೇನ್ ಬೇಕಾ ಹೇಳುವ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಳೆ